Alright, welcome back to another episode of my movie review series. A very HAUNTober special episode. Episode 233. Now, last week I said that I had a doubleheader coming for you, and this is the first out of the doubleheader since we are now in Vampire Week for HAUNTober. I got me a special list of vampire films, something that really appealed to me a lot more than anything else that I have seen, any subgenre I should say that I have seen. Yeah, man, yeah, vampires. Yeah, that's the next to slashers. That's my favorite subgenre. But yeah, this movie though, well, these movies, my top 5 vampire films, man. So yeah, these particular top 5 films, they're gonna focus on more on story, the appeal for the story of these particular films, and story and influential impact that it has laid on others. So yeah, man. Yeah, these top 5 movies, man. Not in any particular order, mind you. Not in any particular order. But yeah, let's just give it a go. Yeah. So yeah, man. Number 5 though. A number 5 movie that really affected me influentially as far as story and anything else like that goes, it would be Let the Right One In. Yeah, man. Let the Right One. Yeah, the original Swedish version. Let the Right One In. Yeah, this movie. Yeah, this is a really damn good movie. Yeah, for a vampire movie too. Yeah, something that it was a very fresh, very original for a vampire movie. Yes, very fresh and very original. You know, and yeah, in a way, it was very impactful also in the story. Man, something that like you had never seen before. I mean, you got these 2 kids here. They become friends. Even though one is a vampire. This is just it's like a preteen love story. you know, really good stuff though. I mean, despite the subtitles, and hey, even Robert Englund, he even put this movie over. I saw this panel discussion of Fear Clinic years ago. The Comic-Con panel discussion of Fear Clinic, and Robert Englund, he was talking about, yeah, this guy, he would give you a master class on horror. Okay, this guy, he was talking about, some, really good movies that he has seen, and yeah, Let the Right One In, 2008 film, really good stuff, man. Despite the subtitles, it is one of the best horror films that he have ever seen. Period. One of the best horror films that he have ever seen. This is coming from Robert Englund, Fred Krueger himself. I mean, so yeah, coming from him, I mean, it has to be legit. So yeah, number 4. I'm gonna have to say Near Dark. Number 4, Near Dark. Yeah, like I said, very fresh, very innovative. I mean, the vampires in this movie, they are not even acknowledged as vampires, not by any means whatsoever. I mean, yeah, they don't acknowledge themselves as vampires. They were never acknowledged as vampires, but we've seen a lot of vampire tropes, you know. I mean, drinking blood, being only at night, to keep out hours, and then, they get burned by daylight very quick. I mean, yeah, everything else I got to say is in my, already in the review, so, check that one out. So, yeah, man, number 4, Near Dark. Number three, I'll have to go with Interview with the Vampire. Oh, yeah, man. 1994's Interview with the Vampire. Yeah, Near Dark, 1987. But yeah, Interview with the Vampire, 1994 Interview with the Vampire. Oh, written by Anne Rice. She did the novel and then she recreated her story into a long, beautiful screenplay. You know, you got Brad Pitt, rising star at the time, Brad Pitt. You got Tom Cruise, an actor you wouldn't even expect. You wouldn't even put money on to play a character like Lestat. And what he did, man, I mean, hell, even Anne Rice had doubts about him. But when he did, man, blew everybody off the out of their seats. It blew everybody's mind away, including Anne Rice. She had to apologize for the fact that she had doubts about Tom Cruise's ability as a real actor. I mean, hey, yeah, he may be a real beautiful man, excellent smile and everything like that, nice guy and everything like that. He may be all that, but once he commits, and you should know this by now, but once he commits, he is on. He is on. And you get to see a whole other different side of him. Something that you had never seen before, Jack. And ooh, it would just hit you right in the head. Hard. So yeah, man, Interview with the Vampire number 3. Very good stuff, man, hell of a story. The Vampire Chronicles, yeah, hell of a story. Yeah, man. Number two on this list, I'm gonna have to go with 30 Days of Night. Yeah, man, that 2007 30 Days of Night. Yeah, this movie, the very last legitimate vampire movie before everything went to hell with the whole Twilight series. But yeah, this movie though, great adaptation of the graphic novel series. And yeah, again, very innovative, very, very cutting edge, with the story and everything like that, man. Oh, and yeah, he had excellent expansions to it too, with FearNet, what they did with 30 Days of Night, Blood Trails, and 30 Days of Night. Oh shit, what's the other one? And their follow-up. And then the movie had a sequel, 30 Days of Night, Dark Days. Oh, Dust to Dust. That's what it was. Yeah, 30 Days of Night, Blood Trails, and then their follow-up, Dust to Dust. And then the movie had a sequel, 30 Days of Night, Dark Days, which was okay, I liked it, but, it wasn't just as effective. It wasn't impactful as the first film, 30 Days of Night. So, yeah, man, that movie, 100% belongs in the number 2 slot. But number 1. Yeah, anyway, any more I gotta say about 30 Days of Night, already right there in the review. So yeah, but number one vampire film that I just love to watch. I mean, you can barely tell, but you know, got the shades, the leather, got the vest, all black, everything. The very, and a fresh haircut, and you can barely tell. Yeah, it's darker here, and I'm wearing shades. But yeah, man, number one movie. Oh yeah, and my skin complexion that you can tell. The number one movie that is 100% influential and very good story driven. Blade. Yeah, it's coming from a brother. So hey, guess what? You're going to get him. You're going to get me putting Blade over. Yeah. I mean, what else I gotta say about this movie that I have not boasted about for like 30 minutes in the review? Check that one out. But yeah, man, Blade. You know, what a gamble this movie was. I mean, hot off the heels from the failure of Batman and Robin, and then Spawn came in at the same year, and that didn't quite do very well, But hey, a lot of brothers, including me, really liked that film. So yeah, man. But when it came to Blade back in 1998, mm, 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 man, whew, so good, so good. I mean, hell, it erased every single piece of memory that we had of Blackula. Yeah, and we saw what a true black vampire can really do. A true black vampire, and not to mention that Blade. Not only that he is half human, half vampire, and he could go full vampire if he don't take the serum. You know, not only to mention that, but this guy kills other vampires. I mean, the other vampires that's on this list, will be wiped out quick. Especially those badass ones in 30 Days of Night. They all will be wiped out quick. All because of Blade. Okay, Blade's hardcore. I mean, that's all it is to it. Hell, the attitude, the sword, the thing you throw in the air, you catch underneath. Yeah, you know. I mean, this is the dude that you do not want to fuck with by any means. 100% necessarily do not want to fuck with. Blade is that guy that you will be scared of. Hell, yeah, people scared of the boogeyman, and the vampire is pretty much the boogeyman. What the hell is the vampire is afraid of? Blade, the Daywalker. Oh man, talk about hard hitting, talk about cutting edge. 100%, literally and figuratively. This movie, it really gives you all and everything else and a lot more. Yeah. So yeah, man. Those are my top five. Yeah, those are my top five. Let the right one in. The original. Interview with the Vampire. You know, 30 Days of Night. Near Dark. Blade. Not necessarily in that order, but but yeah, anyway, yeah, it is in that order. I mean, Blade is going to be number one, as always. So yeah, man. Those movies, man. Those movies. Highly influential, highly impactful. Yeah. Story sticks with you. And yeah, it's cutting edge. It hits hard. And it's just hardcore. You know? Pretty much a summary of what I just said throughout throughout the list. But you know, that's my top 5, Jack. And I'm sticking to it. Now, coming later on this week, coming by the end of this week, this Saturday, is going to be the review of a true classic, a true universal classic. Yeah, closing out Vampire Week. So yeah, whatever I had to review in this about this movie, you must believe it will not be as long as anything else that I put out there. But it's gonna be very fun though. Check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here, and check out my HAUNTober exclusive. I got FearNet on my mind right now. I almost said FearNet. My HAUNTober exclusive. Check out the blood-sucking cinema playlist right here. I mean, hey, Vampire Week, right? So yeah. In the meantime, in between time, Jack, there are worse things out tonight than vampires. Like me. Because this show is all